よ、私はジョタンゴです。と、君のトキングトロゲームブログです。へわよか、多分、ピースを。
Yo, what's up guys? Terrell here. Terrell Game Vlogs, I'm not hitting that again. Final Bakuman Season 2 review. We're at 25 episodes, we're done. I've reviewed the entire Season 2. This video might be the longest because there's two things I want to talk about. Probably my retrospective of Season 2 in itself. And then on top of that, I want to talk about some news that actually came out today, ironically, as the sub to this came out. The first thing I want to mention is essentially what the episode in itself is essentially them redrawing some characters and redoing some names and then redoing the name of the manga, of the name of the story itself, and then them proceeding to kick all types of ass and being on some of the tightest scheduling I've ever seen for a manga, because near the end the chief starts sitting out all these lines like it is not allowed to not be popular. It is not allowed to hit like 10 or 9 or shit. That the manga must be, I think, was it by like the 25th chapter, it must be competing consecutively against Crow and plus Natural. Like the chief has like the highest, has like the most ridiculous restrictions on this thing. And everything else is really, Fukuda's finally stepping his game up, mind you. It's the last fucking episode of the season, so I guess it kind of works because now I have something to look forward to him in the future. And then, you know, essentially it comes out the same time as Fukuda's one shot. Fukuda's one shot gets second, and fucking Psycho and Shujin go in. They beast like a motherfucker. The new name of the series is called Perfect Crime Party. What kills me though is that the fucking acronym for it is PCP, and like that's the only thing that ruins the coolness of that manga, because you called it PCP. Come on, like how is no one not gonna make that joke? How is anyone not making the PCP joke? You called it Perfect Crime Party. PCP, really? Like, the fuck? That had me rolling. I was really hyped when we heard the results, and this nigga had actually, not only did they hit first when it first came out, but they actually beat Nizuma's record when he hit first, and he beat Akina. I keep calling Akina. I think that's her first name, but Iwase's record when she first came out. And instead of the ending being some cliche shit like him going to Atsuki's house going, look what I did, because that's what I thought he was going to do, he actually goes to his father's, no, not his father, his uncle's grave and shows it to his uncle. And you get to see his uncle again. His uncle's like, Psycho, it's like, of course you did first. It's like, I'm proud of you, but you come back to me when it's continually become a popular, best-selling work, and then you show it off. Don't show it off right now. Wait until you get better. And I was like, son, we're going in. We're going in. And I like how they did like the little flashback thing where they like flash back through all the shit that went down in Season 2. And it kind of shows how different Season 1 is to Season 2. Season 1 was getting to serialization. Season 2 was showing us that serialization, just because you get serialized, doesn't mean it's easy. And they even gave us a character that represents that represents the philosophy. You gave us Miura, a character who really represents Season 2 in a nutshell. He had this happy-go-lucky attitude. He was like, as long as you're serialized, everything will be fine. And by the end of it, that nigga's perspective has completely changed. I like that correlation, and I'm so glad I noticed, and I'm surprised I noticed it just now. But essentially, we already have a confirmation for Season 3. We've been had a confirmation for Season 3. And they ended Season 2 the same way. They gave us a picture of Psycho and Shujin with a 3 instead of a 2, for like they did at the end of Season 1. So essentially, we have a Season 3. We know it's coming. I think it's going to come by, what, the fall 2012, or is it winter 2013? I'm not totally sure. Well, essentially we have a while before Bakuman continues, essentially. We have a little while. So retrospective of the series, what do we get? We saw the beginning of well, not Crow, Detective Trap. We saw the beginning and ending of that. The beginning of they went from Detective Trap to Tonto, I believe. Yeah, Detective Trap to Tonto, from Tonto to this. We went through like 3 serializations. This is the third one, if I remember. I know I've come up with a shit ton of stories, but I believe that's the 3 serializations that they have. Is Trap, Tonto, and PCP. And on top of that, we went through a new editor, some more emotional moments with Asaki and Kaya. Fucking Shujin. I mean, what was it? Shujin is married. More rivals. So much shit. When I really think about it, we went through a lot of shit. A lot of tribulations and back and forth with Hattori and fucking Miura. Went through different personality switches, people getting into arguments, a lot of fucking shit going on. It was insane. And essentially, I may not have liked everything, like the Nakai shit, or some of the bullshit the Chief was on, or those are like the main 2 things I didn't like, honestly. Is that the Chief was on some bullshit during the hospital arc, and I wasn't a huge fan of how they did Nakai. I mean, I can respect the nigga by the end of it. By the end of it, I'm fine, but honestly, originally, I had kind of an issue with Nakai. Oh no, I still enjoyed the hell out of the season. In terms of MVPs, do we even need to make the fucking... There is no question who the fucking MVP of this season is. Because out of this entire season, the one character that you just grew up, that I fucking ended up loving by the end is Aoki. Aoki. The first shit, because like the first half of the season is dealing with her. Even though it's not directly dealing with her, it's dealing with Aoki. So in terms of MVPs, season 2 is fucking Aoki. Hirama became more prevalent. Fukuda kind of dropped off in the back a little bit, and that kind of bugged me. Like literally the first season was more heavy on like Psycho Shujin and like the main cast, but in the first season, Aoki wasn't really as prevalent. Hirama, I didn't even show up until this season, so I like how some of the newer characters were able to shine, and we got to see some old characters. He was saying go eat a dick, personally, but I do like the rivalries and everything. It was an enjoyable season. I don't have any real complaints about the season in itself. To the point, do I think it's a good season 2? I think it's a less shonenistic. It's not as like, we're gonna beat them up. Well, see, that's the thing. It's kind of shonen, but it's not shonen. It just kind of depends. When it really boils, I don't know. It wasn't as... It was a lot more serious and a lot more drama heavy than anything. Not saying the first season wasn't drama heavy, but the second season is a lot more drama heavy with the whole Aoki having to choose her principles over popularity, the fucking sick author thing where it's like, even if you're sick, does your health come before your manga? Like that kind of shit. Aoki with her whole hatred of men and willing to move and willing to get past and learn to trust people a lot more. Kaya kind of running with the whole marriage thing, like does Shujin really love Kaya, and is this really a relationship, or is she just like I like how there was a lot more emotional issues. And I mean, in retrospective, me not going through the episodes, I was like, holy shit, this is, because as people know, I was kind of like meh when like at certain points of the season, but when it really boils down to it, it's a more drama driven part of the show. And it seems like the creators of Death Note has always been known for that. Because as much as people... I think one of the biggest pros of Death Note is the fact that it has drama. Because the plot in itself isn't necessarily amazing. but the drama that ensues into it really makes the show. It's the same thing with Bakuman. Even though it's on a completely different level in terms of plot, and it's way more shonen happy than Death Note is. It's the dramas. I think that's their best. That's the best thing in their style. They can do drama really fucking well, because fucking Bakuman's drama is fucking awesome. But it's more shonen heavy, and that's why I enjoy it more than Death Note, because Death Note just kind of meh. But in terms of thoughts, I think season 2 is a good step up. It kind of just makes me curious what the hell season 3 is supposed to be now, because you have getting to serialization. You have the serializations and the struggles within it. What do you have after that? The anime portion? Does that mean by the end of season 3 they should be on the road to getting an anime? Maybe that's the whole thing with Bakuman, because I know in the manga that's what they're working on right now. Like, I know the manga is more Azuki heavy, because Shonen Jump Alpha makes, you get to see little clips and things. So I'm thinking Bakuman's going through like the process. It's going from like serialization to troubles within serialization to popularity within serialization to anime adaptation to voice acting with the anime adaptation, and I think that's where we're headed, because a lot of shit happened. But anyways, I'm rambling. So in all, I enjoyed the shit out of season 2. Season 2 was fun. Aoki for the fucking win. We got PCP. I'm hoping this goes pretty damn far. We'll see how the rivalries go. Fukuda, I expect you to be a lot more prevalent. And Aoki, don't you dare fall behind now that you've become likable, because now you are required to be in Team Fukuda. Fuck your Team Fukuda! Yeah! Anyways, so the last thing I want to talk about is some good news for you European fans. I believe it's UK, France, Germany. I could go look at the fucking story. France, Germany, UK. I'm probably missing like 2 other places in Europe. Right off the top of my head, I can't think of what they are. Probably because I think there's probably 2 more. But the whole point is that Viz Media in Europe has the anime DVD, Blu-ray, merchandise. It has literally all the licenses for fucking Bakuman. Now, what's weird to me, and it brings up a weird discussion I'm going to mention in the video. For those who don't know, in America, Viz doesn't have the license to Bakuman. In America, it's a company called Media Blasters who has the rights to Bakuman, has the rights to the first 2 seasons of Bakuman. Now, late last year they released the first part of the DVDs, and currently the second one is on some bullshit hiatus, but the Blu-rays are coming out in like 2 months for like the first 13 episodes. My question to you guys is, has it ever been a case where like two companies have the rights to the same show? Like, is that even physically possible to have a show that has 2 separate rights? Because to my knowledge, at the same time, mind you, One Piece has 2 technical rights, but I'm talking about at the same time, because technically I know the UK gets American dubs. So what is that telling me? Is that saying that like America, does that mean like the European Viz is going to have American voice actors on their dubs, and we're going to have 2 dubs of Bakuman in terms of English, but like we'll have the Media Blasters dub and the Viz dub, or what? Because like, I don't know how that works. I also know that Australia gets the same thing. Like, I know, I believe you guys as distributing company is Madman. Madman, you guys have to, I know this is kind of a little off topic, but Madman, you have the rights to, they have the rights to, When They Cry Season 2. I believe it's Higurashi Koro ni Kai. But no one in America has that English, has the season 2 rights to it, not even as a sub release. So what are you guys gonna get, a dub release? We're gonna use our voice actors and it's just sent over? Like, is that how that works? Or is this meaning that Media Blasters lost the license? That's my question. I'm just curious because we don't know. Like, that's my whole thing. We don't know. I guess for you guys, it's kind of a pro and a con. It's a pro for you because, you get a Viz dub. The problem is that it's a fucking Viz dub. For those who don't know, Viz Media to me has never really been known for consistent anime releases, and the reason why I say that is because if you've looked at anything that isn't Naruto or Bleach in terms of DVD releases, Kakaishi, when it first came out, we just now got the end of that of those DVDs. Like Kakaishi Kakashi's only 52 episodes, and up to right now, Bakuman is 50, including season 1 and season 2, the things that are both aired. Bakuman is 50, and Kakashi's 52. It took Kakashi like what, almost a year, a little bit over a year to get the entire DVD box set out, and it should have only taken like, and it's only 4 DVDs, meaning you got a DVD every fucking 3 months. Like, oh, Bakuman's gonna be a bitch. I don't know. I'm just saying. So anyways, thoughts and feelings about the season. Looking forward to season 3. Are you guys in Europe happy about your Bakuman DVD releases? What does this mean in terms of Media Blasters? Does that mean Media Blasters only has the license? Like, is this related in a way, or is it not? Like, is it related that Media Blasters delayed the second part of the Bakuman DVD, but at the same time we still have fucking, but you know, obviously there's probably gonna be Viz doesn't release sub-only shit. Which is the only other thing I'm a little paranoid, is that Viz hasn't necessarily been known in terms of consistency. They will drop a series if they feel it's need to, because they dropped Mare and they dropped Zadriel, which means they may just drop it at the fucking end of the they may just drop it like near the end of the series and just not pick it up. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna sell the whole from the creators of Death Note bullshit, because Death Note sold really fucking well here. DVD and anime and fucking manga. It sold really well. It's a really popular series. But now I'm kind of just rambling. But, you know, thoughts, feelings on the season. Looking forward to season 3. That has been all the reviews you will get from me for now. Will I review season 3? Probably. I don't really have a reason not to. So, anyways, this has been the Vlogs of Game from your boy Terrell. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bakuman season 2 is done. On to new and better things. PCP for the win. Wow, that's... Fuck it. I'm not even gonna go into that. PCP for the win. And I might use that as a catchphrase if PCP is actually the series that gets turned into an anime. If it's not, then fuck it. But if it is, you know, I would love to see. I would love it to be like PCP would keep going, and then like they make it more interesting with the drama. Like have Azuki not be able to do her PCP. Meaning that Psycho kept his shit up, but Azuki isn't a good enough voice actress, and we get kind of like a side story with like fucking Azuki having to kind of redo her, like get into the voice acting business like more seriously, get introduced to like voice acting characters, and kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm rambling, but you know, I don't know. Anyways, Vlogs of Game for your boy Terrell, and I'll catch you guys later. Well, season 3. I'll catch you guys in season 3 of Bakuman. Peace.